morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. Landslide buries elderly couple in Gorkha. 38 people killed in monsoon-induced disasters in 20 days. UML meeting approves organizational proposal. Party organization urged to prepare for the upcoming elections. Active cases of coronavirus dropped to 27,000. Death toll from the disease declining in the country. 20 people missing in central Japan after a massive landslide. Houses and roads swept away in a town west of Tokyo. And Denmark enter UEFA Euro 2020 semi-finals. Set up last 4 date against England. And now the news in detail. 4 people died due to monsoon-induced disasters across the country on Saturday alone. With the latest data, the death toll from floods and landslides in the country has hit 38 in the past 20 days. 24 others have gone missing and 51 have been injured. Similarly, as many as 5,101 persons have been displaced, while 1,250 hit by monsoon-induced disasters have been rescued to safety from various parts of the country, said the police headquarters. According to available data, 790 houses were flooded and 519 houses, 90 animal sheds, 39 bridges, 3 school buildings and 11 government offices buildings have been damaged. As many as 118 domesticated animals were killed in the disasters. A search has been underway for the missing ones, said Senior Superintendent of Police Basanta Bahadur Kumar. According to the police, 4 persons, including an Indian national, died after being buried by landslides in Gorkha and Dhading districts on Saturday. 3 others were injured. Of the deceased, 3 have been identified as Raman Pandey, 80, and his wife Nanda Kumari, 70, of Siranchok Rural Municipality 7 in Gorkha district, and Soni Devi from India, the police have said. The 13th Central Committee meeting of the ruling CPN-UML concluded on Saturday, approving a 5-point organizational proposal. The meeting approved the organizational proposal tabled by Party General Secretary Ishwar Pokhrel. As per the decision, party membership should be renewed and the record be submitted to the party's central office by July 20. Similarly, the party's statute convention will be held on August 9 to 11 in Kathmandu. For this, party chairman would prepare the political document, general secretary would prepare organizational proposal, party organization department chief would prepare proposal for statute amendment, and leader Ram Bahadur Thapa would lead the management committee. Furthermore, the party's ward-level conventions would be conducted on August 21st. Similarly, the meeting has urged the entire party organization to prepare for the general convention. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. Active cases of coronavirus have been declining in the country due to the improved rate of recovery. A report.
A total of 3,066 persons recovered from coronavirus yesterday. With this, the number of active cases has dropped to 27,716. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 606,666 infected persons have recovered from the disease in Nepal. Meanwhile, the government yesterday confirmed 1,527 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 643,580. Coronavirus claimed 19 more lives across the country, taking the death toll to 9,198. Nepal is currently among top 40 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 34.58 million confirmed cases, followed by India with more than 30.54 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 184.2 million people across the world and claimed over 3.98 million lives.
And now the news from the economic front. The construction of the Pokhara Regional International Airport is in the final phase at the present. The project officials assured that the airport will be completed within the next 6 months. The airport made 61% progress in the last fiscal year. The construction works have been delayed since last year due to the coronavirus pandemic. Engineer Krishna Paudal says that the work has been taking place without interruption, but foreign experts will arrive in July or August later this year. He said that the construction works of the National Pride project has not been halted even during the pandemic. Currently, 166 Chinese are undertaking the construction works. The project requires around 300 Chinese workers, including some of technical experts who are yet to arrive. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. More than 20 people are feared dead in central Japan after a massive landslide yesterday. Video on social media showed a torrent of black mud plummeting down from a mountain top and on through the city towards the sea. Several houses were destroyed or buried. 2 bodies have been found by the Coast Guard, the local governor said. A resident said he heard a horrible sound and fled as the landslide engulfed everything in its path. Atami, a popular hot spring resort in the prefecture of Shizuoka, has had more rainfall in the first 3 days of July than it usually sees in the whole month. Japan is a very mountainous and densely populated country, and landslides are not unusual, says the BBC's Rupert Wingfield Hayes in Tokyo. But there is growing evidence that climate change is making these sorts of extreme weather events more frequent and more destructive, the correspondent added. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. England produced a magnificent display as they thrashed Ukraine in Rome to set up a Euro 2020 semi-final against Denmark. Harry Kane was back to his predatory best after struggling in the group stage, poking home a superb pass from Raheem Sterling after only 4 minutes. Ukraine barely threatened, and England were on their way to a second successive semi-final when Harry Maguire powered home a header from Luke Shaw's free kick seconds after the break. And the outstanding Shaw was the creator once more 4 minutes later with a perfect cross that was headed in from 6 yards by Kane. To add to England and manager Gareth Southgate's satisfaction, they kept their 5th successive clean sheet to maintain their record of not conceding a goal at Euro 2020. And Denmark's impressive and emotional Euro 2020 campaign continued as they marched on to the semi-finals courtesy of a victory over the Czech Republic in Baku. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Landslide buries elderly couple in Gorkha. 38 people killed in monsoon-induced disasters in 20 days. UML meeting approves organizational proposal. Party organization urged to prepare for the upcoming elections. Active cases of coronavirus drops to 27,000. Death toll from the disease declining in the country. 20 people missing in central Japan after a massive landslide. Houses and roads swept away in a town west of Tokyo. And Denmark enter UEFA Euro 2020 semi-finals, set up last 4 days against England. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.